I'm Marcy. I'm a certified personal trainer, yoga and Pilates instructor, and I just want everyone to be healthy. Okay, so what we're going to do is not about looking good, it's about feeling good. And you know what? When you feel good, you do look good. So why chair exercises? Well, chair exercises are great for anyone, no matter what your age or mobility. If you have mobility or balance issues, chair exercises are for you. If you have problems with hip, knee, or ankle joints, by doing chair exercises, we are taking all of the pressure off the lower body. Now, even if you are a young, healthy, able-bodied person, if you are sitting 8 hours a day at your desk, at your computer, at your workstation, these are great for you. Think of them as desk exercises. Also, if you're somebody who maybe is not working, but you spend a lot of time sitting on the couch watching TV, reading, writing, sewing, these are great for you too. Okay, use them as a little break to stretch that back. And today, as well as in the last video, we're going to concentrate on the back. So we're going to warm up. We're going to start our exercises at the bottom and work our way up. This way, your lower body pumps all the blood, warms up all the muscles. So we are going to start with heel raises. Okay, let me get to the side. These are very easy. I will almost always start with this. So you're just raising your heels. Okay. Now, what are we doing? Do you feel those calves contract, extend, contract, extend? Keep going, keep going. Well, what you are doing every time that calf contracts, it's pumping blood back up to the top of your body. Well, then your heart can take over and help recirculate it. In Chinese medicine, in ancient Chinese medicine, they called the calf the second heart. Very astute. Okay, keep going, keep going. We are working our ankles, we're working our calf muscles, and we're pumping some blood. Okay, now we're going to do toe raises. Okay, let me get to the side so you can see this. Pretty self-explanatory. You're just raising those toes. Keep the heels on the floor. Raise the toes up. So why are we doing this? Well, we just worked the calf. Now we're working the anterior tibialis, which is the muscle on your shin. So what we try and do in exercise is to work opposing muscles. So if you work the bicep, then you work the tricep. So if you work the calf, you work the anterior tibialis. And we're also helping to keep warming up. Okay, let's do a few kicks. What we're doing now, we're working those thigh muscles. Mostly the quadriceps, but we're getting a little bit of hamstring work in there. So just keep kicking. This is a great one to do when you're at your desk all day. Not only will it help get the blood pumping, it'll get your mind going again. Now, when you're doing these on your own, you can do these as long as you like. Now we're going to do a little something for the inner and outer thighs. As I said, I want to start working opposing muscles. Reach and point. Oh, you really can't see that. Reach and point. Reach and point. You're staying seated in your chair. You may even want to get about halfway out. Hold on. Really reach. Really reach. Feel those inner thighs. Yeah, get a good stretch through the groin. There you go. All right, now we're going to do a little slow marching in place. Sit up straight, hold on to your chair if you need to, and just slowly march in place. Try and keep that back straight. Don't hunch over. And although we are working our thighs a little bit, we are mostly working our core. So if you have a strong core, that's just better for you. Don't know where my thought went there. Okay, keep marching in place. Strong abs equal a strong back. Joseph Pilates, the founder of Pilates, said that the core, so from the top of your thighs, hard to show you staying in the frame, top of your thighs to your mid-torso is the powerhouse of the body. And he was absolutely correct, because when you move your leg, you are using a lot of the muscles here. So we want to keep that really, really strong. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now I want you to do an experiment. So hold on to your chair, scoot about halfway out on the seat, sit up really tall, and you can use your hands. You can press down, see if you can lift those feet off the floor. You're gonna have to press down, trust me. Lift the feet, suck in the gut, lift the knees. Now, if you're like many people, nothing happened. Well, that is deconditioned abdominal muscles. Now, believe it or not, I want you to keep doing this. Keep doing the marching in place. Do this, maybe try and do 100 marches a day. Or however, just, count up. Hold the abs in tight, sit up straight. And then in a month, try this again. Or try it periodically. And it will work. It will strengthen your abs with as little as marching in place. So, one thing I want you to keep in mind, and this is always, is posture. This is one of the things I am the worst at. Shoulders back and down. Chin in and head. I want you to pretend that there was a string on the top of your head and you are pulling it up. Okay? Great. So when you hear me talk about that string on the top of your head, you're keeping that chin in, pulling the head up. You're not doing this, okay? Straight up. Okay, we're going to do a couple things today that I'm going to get to the side so you can see. The first is cat-cow. So we're going to sit with our nice posture, shoulders back, chin in, head on a string. We're going to put our arms flat out on our legs. Now, cat, I want you to tuck your chin and arch your back as much as possible, okay? And then we're going to go to cow, which is, we're going to keep that back really flat and try and go sway back. That's very hard for me to do, but we're going to go sway back and kind of bend down, keep our head just level. That's cow. Now cat, tuck that chin, roll your back, hold on to those knees, and roll that back as much as you can. And then come up, flatten the back, and lean forward from the hips. This is a lean forward from the hips. We're not round backing this. We're doing it as flat as can. So cow and cat. Cow and cat. Oh, that should feel good. Cow and cat. And this is perfectly safe for any of you that have back issues. Cow, all from the hips. Remember that, we're leaning from the hips, and you can bring those arms down a little. And cat, and one more cow. Okay, that should feel good. Okay, now I'm going to wish I had a hair tie on while I do this. What we're going to do now is a 3-way toe touch. Now on this one, you can round your back. So we are going to come down, touch our toes. Your head can rest down. Inhale on the way up. That's important. Whenever you have your head below your heart and you raise back up, try and remember to inhale. It'll keep you from getting dizzy. So we're going to exhale and inhale. Back to good posture. Exhale and inhale. Okay, something to remember is, or just to keep in mind, if you can't get all the way to your toes, that's fine. If you just get to here, cool beans, okay? Next week you might get to here. The next week you might get to here, and eventually you'll be down here. Stretch that back. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, when you're doing this on your own, you might want to do more of those. This is a great desk exercise. Now, we're going to go over to the other side. This is why I call it the three-way toe touch, because we're going to do all three directions. Now, some of you might be flexible enough to keep this arm on this side of your knee, but it's very difficult. So just be happy if you can get the outer arm to the side and up. Okay, so I'm going to show you the easier way. So exhale and inhale. Nice and slowly. Exhale and inhale. And once again, if you only get to here, that's okay. You'll get farther each week, each time. Exhale and inhale. You should feel this on this side mostly. Exhale and inhale. Okay, take a minute, take a couple breaths. If this does make you dizzy, make sure you are inhaling on the way up. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. If you need to, you can do it more slowly. Take another full breath while you're down there. Exhale, inhale up. Okay, we're going to go to this side. Once again, for me, I cannot get both hands down on this side, but I can if one hand's here. But if you're very flexible and you can get both hands down on this side of your knee, try that. But this is good. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. Now you should be feeling a nice stretch in your back and a bit of a crunch on your abs here. So you feel this on both sides because both sides are working. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Let's do one more. Okay, so that was actually, besides being a nice stretch for our back, that was working our obliques, which are some of our abdominal muscles. Okay, let's work our way up to the upper back. This is grasp and punch. Sorry about the names, but you know, they are what they are. So you're going to grasp your hands, you're going to tuck your chin, and you're going to punch. Let me get to the side. This will be a good one to show. So we've got our nice posture. I'm going to tuck my chin all the way in, grasp my hands, and press. Actually, maybe it's more of a grasp and press. Press. Push that out. Push that out. Just breathe naturally. Just breathe. Push. Let me get my hair back so you can see my chin. Push. You should feel this through your upper back and your shoulders. Push. And a little bit right under here. Okay? Alrighty. Now, we're going to do some more back work. And this is back and ab work. So, nice and straight. I want you to have your palm flexed. So this is a flex. Anyway, flex. So we're going to, you may want to sit about halfway out on your chair for this. Don't get too far out. Don't fall down on me. You're going to keep one hand on your leg and you're going to turn to this wall, perpendicular wall, and you're going to press, really, really, really stretch that. And come back to center. I want you to put some effort into this. Stretch. Look at that wall. Press your hand like you're trying to reach that perpendicular wall. And back. Or whatever you have over there. You might be doing this in your yard. Press. And back. Come back to your neutral position. And press. And come back. You should be feeling this through here, a little bit through here. Little through your upper arm, and press. Now, one thing I want you to do is make sure that your head turns the same way. Your head and your upper torso turn the same way as the arm. So don't have your head this way. And that's just not right. Okay, let's do the other side. Take a minute to get yourself settled. Good posture, shoulders back and down, chin in, head up. One arm can be on your leg, and we're going to that hand out and back to the center. And I mean, I really want you to put some effort into it, okay? Because there's a difference between this and this. Really reach, 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 and back, okay? Reach. All of these exercises can be done in a really lackadaisical way, and you're just wasting time. So, press, 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 like you're trying to stretch all the way there. Okay, keep going. You feeling this? Feeling this? Very good for the shoulder. Actually good for the lower back too. Oh, and something I didn't mention, I'm a little bit bad about this. You want to try to avoid like turning your lower body because that sort of defeats. So try and keep those knees straight forward while you press. Good job. Good job, everybody. Okay, we're going to work on that one. We're going to actually build on that one. Now, depending on the kind of chair you're in, I'm in a high-backed kitchen chair. This is a little too high for what I'm going to do, but hopefully it will work. So you're going to put your arm over the back of your chair and hold on. If you want, you can hold on here. As I said, this chair is not really the best for this. You can also put your hand behind you if you want, okay? So you'll see my hand is just directly in back of my butt, and this might be a little bit better. So you are either holding on if you have a slightly lower chair, or you can put your hand behind you. Now I want you to inhale and elongate, really use that strain on the top of your head, then grasp the back of that chair, keeping the knees forward, and twist, look behind you, and come back to center. I'll do one holding on here. So the important thing is that you get nice and straight and elongate, chin in, head up. Inhale and elongate, exhale and twist, and come back to the center. Inhale and elongate, chin in, exhale and twist. Try to keep those knees forward. If your knees move with you, you're not really getting it. Let's go to the other side. We're just going to do 3 of those. Now, I'm going to do this one with my hand behind me. So my hand is just tucked right behind my buttocks, okay? So inhale, chin in, head up, inhale and elongate, exhale and twist, and try and see how far back you can look, and come back forward. Inhale and elongate, exhale and twist. And you can use this hand to pull. You're going to need both hands. Okay, pull. One hand's going to stabilize you, the other is actually pulling. Inhale and elongate, exhale and twist. Okay, how'd that feel? So see, we're really working on getting rid of this stiffness, trying to get the whole spine, to get exercise all the muscles that hold the spine together. I believe I mentioned this before. It's one of my favorite analogies. If this is your spine, these are the muscles that hold it in place, okay? So there's not much we can do about our spine. Our spine's our spine. But if you strengthen the muscles that hold it in place, the back, the abs, you're going to have a stronger spine. You're going to have a stronger back. Okay, we're going to do a few things for the upper body. These are pretty easy, but once again, you got to put a little effort into them. So nice and straight, good posture. These are a little silly, but honestly, they work the chest and the shoulders. So we're going to grasp our hands in front of us, not down here, kind of at mid-chest height, and we're going to do rock the baby. So I know this seems a little silly. Sometimes I like to call it slinging the baby. Sling that baby. But you will feel this in your shoulders. You are getting some work in your front, your anterior, your posterior, your anterior, and your lateral delts. Those are your shoulders. Okay. You're also getting a little bit of chest work on this and a little bit of back work. It's nothing big, just kind of keep you loosened up. Now, stir the pot. All of these we're going to do with clasped hands. Stir the pot. This should be at mid-chest height too. So reach and bring it back. Reach and bring it back. Reach and bring it back. Now, other direction. You're stirring a very big pot with a very big spoon. Okay. Now, you should start feeling this in your shoulders. And I think shoulders are very tiny muscles, but they do a lot of work. So we need to keep them strong. Okay, this one this is just a feel-good exercise. For those of you who are doing these as desk exercises, this is the best. Sit up straight, chin in, head up, hands clasped. I call this one very satisfied with myself. You're going to push out at shoulder height and bring it back in. Push, really push it. Oh, like you're trying to pull those shoulders out of their sockets. Push. Keep that head, chin in, head straight. Push. This is great at the desk. Seriously. Actually, this feels great all the time. Okay, and then the next one, another good desk exercise. Clasp those hands, chin in, back straight. Rest them as far out as possible in your lap, and then we're going to bring them up. Stay tall, bring them down, continue to stay tall. Bring them up, and bring them down. Now, something you may want to have either a partner check or see if you can check in the mirror. And a lot of us, when we think our arms are up, they're really here. They're not all the way up, or they're here. We are aiming for in line with our shoulders, in line with our ears, okay? Good posture, your ears should be in line with your shoulders. So when we do this, we want everything to be in line. Now, if you don't have the mobility to get your arms back that far, don't worry. That's why we're doing this. Eventually, you will have much greater mobility in your arms and your shoulders. Actually, in your shoulders. Okay, now this one is for my Bloomington peeps. You know who you are. We are going to, I want your elbows at shoulder height. So elbows at shoulder height, not down here. Shoulder height. I, you. I, you. Try and get that you way back, okay? I, you. Nice posture. Sit up tall. And as I said, try and get those elbows back. There you go. This is just great for the upper back. This is also good for any of us, myself included, who have kyphosis. Kyphosis is a rounding of the upper back and a forward position of the head. And this helps bring those shoulder blades back. Really try to think about bringing those shoulder blades back together. Okay. And we're going to end on a little something that just feels good. Gonna take your arm. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. I know the names are goofy. Goodbye. Nice big circles. I don't know about you, my shoulders are clicking and clacking on this one, but that's why it's good to do. Keep the mobility. Hope you all enjoyed this today. Keep it up. Next video, I'm going to include some weights, but don't go out and buy weights. I've got some easy things we can use that you most likely have in your cabinet. And if you don't, you can do them without the weights. See how you like it. Okay? Great.